Hey guys, it's me, back in the same location, with the same dress, looking like a rat. In style, you know how I am. All joking aside, I am, yes, in the same location. I promise it's a different day, it's a different week, in fact, it's a different month. This is just my Sunday, I don't care, whatever I look like day, so... And this is like the only time I have to film, but... Today's video is another update. Is actually from my surgery, having to do with my pre-melanoma cancer diagnosis. And if you have not been to my channel before, on a serious note, I will have all the videos in regards to this situation linked above, from me being tested for melanoma, for me finding out about the pre-cancer for melanoma, to the first surgery video, to finding out that they did the wrong surgery on me, or the surgery in the completely wrong place. So those videos will be linked above, so I definitely suggest you watch those first. But I'm going to be recounting what happened when I went for surgery 2 days ago to have the second surgery. So if you're interested in knowing how that happened, then please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that you can be notified every time I upload a brand new video. And with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right on in. So I did get a brand new computer. All my stuff from my other computer that I've had for 6 years is not on this new computer, so the edits, it's gonna be a second before I can get them like back figured. So I'm sorry if this is like boring and there's not enough edits to distract you, but with that being said, getting into today's video, it's Sunday. I had my surgery on Friday. Now, as I mentioned before, of course, they did the surgery on me in the total wrong place, which you guys were so sweet, loving, and kind. I literally only got one mean comment, and they said that I was overreacting, and I'm like, imagine telling someone they're overreacting when the doctor performs the the surgery in the completely wrong area, and it causes you I won't even get into it. But anyway, at least it was only one negative comment. But that surgery was done on the wrong mole, which was literally pretty much where my uterus is. It's like a C-section line kind of situation. That one was done there when it actually should have been right above my belly button on the mole. The other mole that was taken off was actually the one that was severe and one step away from full blown out melanoma cancer. So I go in there to have the surgery. I did go ahead and go through with having it at the same place because I wasn't getting anywhere with lawyers, and then from advice from them too is saying that I would need more for a case anyway. And this is cancer, and melanoma is definitely the worst type of skin cancer you can have. It is a malignant one, and it spreads throughout your body. Like, it can spread, and it can be deadly. It's the one that people do die from, and cancer has always been one of my biggest fears, and I didn't want to even wait either. And he, of course, was going to do it for free. So anyway, that's why I went ahead and chose. So please don't say anything negative about that, because trust me, it was a really hard decision, and my mental health has been all messed up from all of this, and I'm really wanting to kind of put it behind me as much as I can, because I do still have to go back and find out if the tissue, if everything that they removed is okay, and that there wasn't like full-blown cancer underneath it, because in some cases that can happen. So this time my mother was going to get to be with me. The first time, when we had no idea what the surgery was going to even be like, because we were not explained properly, it was made to seem like it was going to be a whole lot of nothing. And by the way, I hope this is like even a teaching experience maybe for someone who is going to have this type of surgery. Maybe this is going to fill you in so you can really know the real tea. So of course she didn't know, so she wasn't there. My husband was sick, he couldn't be with me, I was all alone. This one, my mom made sure she was going to be there, and she's a nurse and she's been doing it for like 30 years, and she knows a lot about these types of things and different medicines that are used between all different types of doctors that she's very used to being around, and she was going to make sure that I was okay. So anyway, I have been really tore up. My surgery is a Friday at 12. I go in there, they got me back way faster this time. Like as soon as I got there, it was actually even a little bit before 12. They got me right back there. It was the doctor and one of the nurses. My mom stayed beside me the whole time. They kind of went over everything, and one thing that's actually very interesting is that this surgery ended up being even done differently than the other one, in terms of the way it will look. So and I'm gonna try to find a way to show you guys the other one without revealing anything, because I want you guys to see it. It is a big scar. Like I said, it's really long on my lower abdomen, and you can see like also all the dots from where all the stitches were. When he did this one, it was cut into, it's not even in a straight line, it's like all lopsided and pretty prominent, into which too, the one on my arm where I had the lipoma removed, he even said looks really bad, and I am trying to combat this with scar sheets and scar gel, and that's what I have on it right now. However, this one, it looks like a train wreck, but he said for ones like above the like waistline, I guess, they do it a little bit different. So this one's going to be more precise, so like in a complete straight line, which my mom said it looked really good because she watched the whole thing, you know, standing there holding my hand. And the stitches are done differently to where they are done internally, and I'll get to that in a second. But for how the surgery actually went, it was genuinely a night and day different from the first time. My mom was there, which made me feel so much more comfortable. I was able to hold her hand, and the whole entire time really we had a conversation. We talked about my business, me writing a book, I mean just like different stuff between me, my mom, and the doctor, who I will say, like, I mean he's nice, like he was being nice to me, like, and trying to talk to me, and like my mom said, she was going to make sure that I was numb this time, like make sure. So we did multiple different tests, and he actually took his time this time, because if you rewatch the video from my other one, the whole thing was rushed. He took his time and even made sure beforehand that I couldn't feel anything, and when I could feel things, he would give me more lidocaine, because of course I was awake for this. And one thing that we are thinking is that I do metabolize like lidocaine and stuff faster, because a few times during the surgery, on certain parts, I started to barely feel a little bit of it, but as soon as I said that I did, I got more lidocaine and it did numb it to where I didn't feel the actual sharp pains. But he took his time, did tests to make sure that I couldn't feel it, and then he went in. The only thing that I hate, and this is not his fault, because if you're awake and you get the surgery, you're gonna feel it no matter what, is the tugging on your skin and the cutting. You can just hear the scissors loud and feel your skin being tugged, and that part is traumatizing. Like it's disgusting, and that like plays on my brain, but I couldn't feel the sharp pains. So that happened. We were able to talk. I didn't feel all of it like I did the last time. There were a few times I felt the sharp pain. Like I said, he gave me more lidocaine. And with how it is done different, where my other one I had, like I said, probably close to 50 stitches, and it looks bad and it's all crooked, and I have all the little dots too from, it's a mess. This one is like more of a straight line. It's just a little bit smaller, not by much at all, like you can barely tell. It's still a big scar, but the stitches are done underneath my skin. It's like one really long one or two long ones that run underneath it, and there's only one on the outside. And then besides that, I have these things called, it's either steri tape or terry tape, I think it may be steri tape, that keeps my skin on the outside closed up, because like the little flaps are kind of open because it's only sewn on the inside, and then there's glue around that to make sure they stay, and then I have a dressing on top of that. But I did take a picture of it, which I will try to include, and I took a picture of that when we were changing out the dressing last night. Try to include it, and I will put a trigger warning beforehand. But that is how this one was done. It was done a lot different, and with this one I can't shower for 3 whole days. I know, like, yes, I can wash up, but I can't like get in the shower. He said I can't for 72 hours. The last one I couldn't shower for 24 hours. This one's different because of that steri tape and having to keep it glued on because parts are exposed. Let's see what else. Yeah, so then, and with this one, we can't put, the last time we had to put like the Aquaphor on it and stuff like that. This one we're not because of the steri tape, and I hope I'm getting that right. But that's like what we're having to do. So it's different. It's really weird that it is different. Like I said, I didn't feel a lot. I was able to be distracted by talking. When I said I wanted to be warned when he put a needle in me, because last time, once again, he didn't. He warned me and like would tap, like, you know, different doctors have different distraction techniques, and that really helped because I was able to focus on the taps. So it definitely was a night and day difference. Since then, like I said, it's Sunday. I got it done Friday. I have been in a lot of pain. It hurts really bad and itches like none other. Like, it makes like my whole stomach itch just because of the nerves. So very itchy and also a lot of pain, and it's really hard to sleep. I've had a hard time sleeping the past few nights because I do like to sleep on my stomach and my side, and I've been in a lot of pain. I've just been taking Tylenol for it because once again they didn't offer me anything, and I also don't want to take anything super hard, I guess. So I've been in a lot of pain and have had a lot of itching and a little bit of bleeding. Not a crazy amount, but a little bit. But other than that, that's the tea. I get to shower hopefully tomorrow. And yeah, so that is how it went. I do once again have to go back to get the results to make sure that like all of the precancerous cells are gone and that there's no like full-blown cancer underneath it. That will be in 2 weeks. And I'm sorry, I know these videos have been back to back, and if you were so tired of hearing this, the next video and probably the next one will not be an update on this because I don't go back for like 2 weeks anyway. You'll see regular content that's not this, but of course I'm always going to advocate and to share my story and let you guys know about these things when they come about. But that's it for this video. Yeah, thank you guys once again for all the support that you've given me throughout this whole mess. Y'all have meant the absolute world to me, and your kind messages and sweet things you've all said have meant more to me, I promise you, than you ever could imagine. So thank you. And I want to say thank you to my patrons as always: Jeremy, Maddie, Davis, Mercy, Janae, Casey, Mel, Vicky, Vanessa. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being a patron. Other than that, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. You can do that by hitting my face right up here, and you can watch another video by clicking right over there. I make all types of content, so definitely come join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!